Hi there, it's Joyce at Joyce Meyer Junk Journals. I got my coffee. I am freezing in my craft room, and so I got a sweatshirt on. I always have a sweatshirt on in here. And you know what it's going to be today? 105. It's supposed to feel like. It's going way up in the 90s. Yesterday was so blasted hot, and we're supposed to have that type of temperature. I think Thursday night it's supposed to break. So anyway, I have to go to the museum today, but before I do, I've had trouble. Yesterday I wanted to make this video and my phone kept saying that I had no memory left, you know, memory storage is full and all that. So I tried to go in and delete things, emails. Oh, that's hard to do. I could go to my computer and do it, but I always like to do things the difficult way. But I asked my family, because we're all together this weekend for 4th of July, I said, who would like to volunteer? I'm doing interviews, actually. Who would like to help me with my phone? So my granddaughter won, so I'm gonna have her help me. All right, well, I did a long video and then it kicked off. I better hurry up in case this one does the same. This is in response to this tag I made on the Stay Creative Crafting Circle. Isn't that pretty? When I did my video there, you couldn't really tell in my my photograph. You couldn't tell this luster in these beads. They're very pretty. My friend Joellen gave me these. They're all glass, you know. But anyway, this was a soda can that I embossed. And then I put stickers, a little flocked heart, and then on the back as well with my soul. I feel like that rippled just because this was wet. I had to wipe off some glue or something. I don't know what was on here. And then when I glued it, it just kind of got funny. But I like that though. I really do. All right. So someone asked me, is it sharp? No, it is not sharp. I use a sanding block. I'll show you. I use this. I don't know what grit. You'll ask me what grit. I don't know. I got a sanding block. And then I have this glove I used to use in the kitchen for when I was cutting, you know, deboning chicken or you know, cutting up chicken or something. But this glove I wear on my left hand when I'm dealing with all this metal. This is really easy. I'm not gonna, I don't want you going, oh, this is gonna be way too hard and too much technical. Here's a, don't get scared, but this is one of these. If I can do this, you can do this. You could use, let me reach up here and get could use a small one of these, you know? It does work. You'll also probably need these scissors that you don't care about, okay? And then I have all my embossing stuff over here. So, all right, well, first of all, so what I did was, I already did this. I had this Coke can, I trimmed it. It's easy to trim and keep it straight. I mean, I have a metal ruler. Now let me get that because I'll show you. It's right next to me. Wow, I don't have to get up. So I got this ruler. And I just laid this down here. You want a wet paper towel. It's not wet right now because I'm all done using it. Because you want to wipe up any tiny little pieces of this metal. And I have my little can right underneath me. And I wiped up the floor and everything so I don't get anything in little feet or my feet. But anyway, so you can see it's pretty good because what I had done when I cut it, you see this little part? This little part, you can kind of see there's a line right here wherever there's ingredients. So I use that as my guide to get rolling. Trim that off. I might use that for something else, but I doubt it. So anyway, you put your roller down, you know, and okay, you do that all the way around till you get it real squared away. Okay, and then what I had left were these. And first thing I did Let me reach in my drawer. Where is it? Oh, the top, the pop top, you know what I mean, the tab. This is from Beans or something, but you know what I mean, the little tab for the top. I save those for other things, dangles and stuff. So I've got these two. Yee, see, this just gets little pieces. These I'm putting down in the trash now that I'm doing my video. I'm gonna throw this away because I don't want to have, I got too many projects I gotta get rolling on. All right, so we're gonna take this and I'm going to go around. I forgot, did I see it? I don't know if I did this part, so maybe I do need a wet paper towel. I got a little bottle of water here. Have no fear. I actually got everything together. That's a miracle. Small things. Okay, so I'm gonna go around and just do this. Now when I put it in the embossing machine, I will show you my embossing machine. I have a Big Shot fold away. You can use any of the ones on the market. I don't know a thing about which ones. I love mine. They make them in bigger sizes. Mine's just a small one. And I don't fold it up. It's a fold away, but I don't take it anywhere. So I just give it a gentle sanding. And just because I'm trying to be where, you know, clean everything up. I'm even gonna wipe this off. I'm gonna wipe the metal off. I did pick out some stencils that I think you will like. And I used the scissors because, did you see, I didn't show you. Okay, so say this is the can and I had those two pieces I threw in the trash. The way I start is I use this and I puncture right where it starts to get flat. I do it at both ends. And then I use this and then I cut, I have this down and I cut it, you know. And then as soon as I can get in there with my scissors, I go along the edge. And then that's how I get, you know, I use this to trim after I've laid the ruler down and everything. I use the, I also use the scissors. What thing to happen to my tag? This is just to get, I mean, I'm sure some of this metal is probably stuck in the mat. I don't know, but it's just a good thing to always do this at a surface that you can wipe up really well. Okay, so back to this again. I will show you now my Big Shot. Oh, it's not that heavy. I think I'll come out of here a little bit. Whoops, that's the wrong way. Okay. So here it is. I'm going to say everybody has this. I'm going to take my glove off just because it's in my way. Take a drink of coffee. So you layer. This is the bottom part. I have 2 of these next. And then I've got, this is the plate that I'm going to use. It has hearts. And I mean, this one, what did I emboss? What kind of pattern? Oh, it's just a cute little, kind of a fleur-de-lis. There we go. And so I have a whole bunch of other embossing folders. You might have something that you really love. And then I have this. This is just plastic, you know. This is inside for another project, but I do take my packaging, you know, like strawberries, whatever, any kind of this stuff, and you can emboss that too. That's a fun thing to do. Yeah, so I'll show you that on another video, but anyways, so in here I'm going to lay the can, right? Now, do you see how it's too long, I gotta cut off a piece. You don't even have to, like, you know, you can paint on this too. You can use acrylics. There are some videos out there. Check them out. And see. That's how I learned. And I forget who it was, but I have a file box upstairs. I'm going to show that someday. Whenever I see a video that I want to copy, you know, learn from, I save it. And I have it alphabetically according to category. All right, so put this down first, and then I've placed that in the folder. Now, the way mine works is, like, you know, I have like, you just want that much resistance. Do you hear it? It's probably, there's no reason to put any more layers. And you know, I honestly should have. I got all these little shims from like packaging thing. Because maybe this is too thick. Because I'll show you why I think that. On my tag, I had, see that little notch out of there? That's because it pressed too deep into the pattern, went too far in, and it will crack. I had several places where the glue came up, and this is the glue that I used to attach this backing. This is from a steno pad. It's cardboard. You can just use paper if you want, but I used the art glitter glue to attach those two together. And then all you do is just press down. You know, they go together real good. And this is glued on after you do this step, okay? This step is first. Let's see what happened. Let's see what happened. I guess I'll move this out of the way because it'll make it easier to see. Hang up my scissors. Okay. Let's look. Voila, it's so cute. It's so cute. You know, it's really cute. That turned out really well. It could just be also the smooth edges of this heart. Oh, this is precious. Funny. Coke, I don't drink a whole lot of Coke, but once a week I open a can and I just put it in the door of my garage refrigerator and I take a couple sips. Maybe at night I'll just grab a little sip. I don't know. I don't really, but I don't like diet. Don't give me that diet. I don't like diet. Nothing against anybody, but if I'm going to have a soda, I'm going to have a soda. We call it pop here. Okay. How's it look? It's gorgeous. So, I mean, it's so easy. I wish I could have shown you the whole process of all the cutting. But go, you know, I wish I also knew how to put somebody below in the place where you can go get somebody's link. But anyway, you could do this. You so could do this. If you have any questions, just ask me in the comments, and I'll maybe I'll even be able to find you where to go for this. But yeah, so then, you know, it's not sharp. That's a little sharp there because, like, yeah, maybe I need to take this little guy. So now you're going to watch some of the red go away. Don't get worried about that. So I come back. Yeah, like right where, you know, there was a little, see that there? Wherever, yeah. But once you glue it down to your backing, it always, you know, like the glue will get on the little part and everything, but watch the red just kind of, I don't know, it did it on the other one. You kind of see the more of a silver kind of look. But the color, you know what I'm going to use this for now that I've done it? I'm going to cover it with a lot of red, white, and blue, and you'll hardly see the can because I'm starting my Americana journals. Goodness, I should have been doing those, but I'm getting started on them. I'm going to bring some stuff. I don't know how. The lake is going to be a little crazy. We have garage sales all through the, it's a community kind of like. It's probably, I say I don't need to go, but you know I'll go. And the grandkids, they like to get some junk to play with. We always look for a toy, and that's on, I think, Friday. So this week's gonna be a little bit crazy. Got a lot of, all the dogs. Oh, we got a black lab, 2 silver labs, and a dachshund, and he's never met dogs very often. I don't know how that's gonna go. And a golden retriever. It is fun. They're all sweet. But see, now I'm hoping, did any of it pop through so I can show you, like, why am I hoping it popped through? I just want to show you, like, it'll be okay if there's a sharp edge, but this actually did good. Okay, thank you for watching. And remember to ask me if you have any questions, but I think it's fun. Alrighty, see ya.